Okay, crafters. I am working on the baby box. Baby boxes. I've got 2 of them done. The big one and the middle one. They turned out really cute. You know, super cute. And this one's the one I'm going to put the album in. So it's got all the things you might say about a baby. So it'll go good with angel face and little one, sweet baby, smiles. It's perfect for the album, so that's going to be my album box. Excuse me. So these are going to be, I'm making a video. So the top 2 will be memento boxes. So the theme of this stack, that's sort of a cake, sort of, when done. Well, not sort of, it is a cake. It'll be, you know, about firsts. So, you know, first birthday, first smile, first steps, first doctor's appointment, first bath, you know, like that. Anyway, it can be for a girl or a boy at this point in the color scheme. And so I've done 2 boxes. I just wanted to show you very quickly what I do. So you actually just use your ruler and measure. Sorry, I'm going to keep coughing. Measure and then write down your dimensions. That's what I did. So, and then because depending on the size of your box, you know, and then I use my Cricut and cut out my circles. You can do it old school way. I'm very sorry. By turning like the box top upside down on the paper and drawing around it, and then you know, doing that twice and cutting the next one down just a hair, cut in just a hair as you cut it out. So I'm sorry, you don't have to have a Cricut to do this project. So these are my 4 circles, and I have written where they go, so I don't mix them up. And these are my inside and outside of the box top. And this is, you know, inside of this box and inside and outside of this part. And then for the inside and for the outside. So, again, I just held up my ruler and measured. So whatever size box you're using, for this size, it's a 12-inch piece of paper goes around. So no problem there. On the lid you have to actually add a piece, just a little piece. So I've used my heavy gel medium stuff I'm using and already attached that little piece, but all I attached was 1 inch to make it fit all the way around the lid. So you do need to attach them, even if you're working on the small box. If you're working on the larger boxes, you definitely have seams, 1 on each side. So, well, actually, I added a piece, and that's how much I had to add right there. So those are my 2 seams. Anyway, super cute. And the same with the bigger box. You just, you know, attach your papers together and go around and overlap, cut off and overlap, however big your box is. Super easy. It just so happens that the 12 fits around just right. Like that. So what I need to do right now is do a quick coat of gesso. you don't have to be neat because you're going to cover this up with paper. I just don't want, you know, whatever shows through, I want it to be covered. Because a little does show around the edges. And these boxes don't absorb. So if you paint with gesso, it'll take whatever you want to put on it. I'm not going to put anything on it. I'm just using the gesso as my paint. It's my color. Gesso's very white, but when you add it onto this box. So you can see I'm not being neat. Just covering a little bit of the ledge and the edge. On the inside and the outside. This dries super fast. Practically by the time I'm done covering my other box, I'll be able to go ahead and work with this one. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put it on there. Okay, and then let's go around the corner here. I hope I'm in frame. So basically, this is how I started my book in a box project too. Alright, there we go. That's it. We're going to let that dry. So that's just all around the edges. Okay, and then again, and then I'm going to take my circles. I can tell you the sizes of the circles, but whatever size box you are working with, you should use a ruler. Measure your entire dimension. And so this time I did use my Cricut. It was really easy. I'd measure it and it would be, you know, 3 7/8 or whatever, and I would just set my Cricut to that. Whatever size I want, and it cuts it up. I love my Cricut. Anyway, this is boring stuff. I'm just going to finish going around this whole box with gesso, and then I'm going to, which you can get at any, you can get gesso like at Joann's or art supply store, and has lots of great fun uses. Alright, see, like that. And one more time around the bottom here, like I did the other. So I've written my dimensions on my box. I measured, so this is 1 7/8 by 12 around, and 3 6/8 on the bottom piece here, and 3 5/8 on the inside, in case you're wondering, and this is the smallest box. Now what you will find out when you use these boxes is they're not straight or perfect, and you could end up with a perfect circle and doesn't look right on your box. One of my boxes was like that, and I used a colored pencil after the gesso, after it dried, and I filled in where I thought it needed to have a little color so it would blend in. Various boxes are not perfect, that's what I'm saying. You just have to work with it. Sometimes, as imperfect as they are, you might find that the old school way is better, because if you draw it around the actual box, you know it will fit. Okay, so that's what you do. Cover the box. A little bit of gesso. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. My lid, the circle is 3 7/8. The inside is 3 6/8. And again, the inside piece, 12-inch cut, 12-inch by, did I paint over it? 12-inch by 7/8, I believe it is. No, 6/8. And then for the inside, and for the outside you have to add about 1 inch. So there you go. That's not quite ready for me to put paper on it, so I'm going to let it go. And I'm going to use my, this right here, my gel medium. I'm going to cover the box and then put my circle on. I'm not going to cover the top of the paper. I'm just using it as glue, but I am going around my edges because it holds down really good, and when you're taking on and off, and it's a matte finish, so it works lovely. But I'm not covering the outside of the paper with it because on the other boxes the paper has glitter and raised things, and if you covered all your boxes with this, it would change the paper. So anyway, just using it as glue, and I'll be back to show you my progress.